Food is a necessity for every human on this planet, yet there is a lot of ignorance around the subject of how it's made. This ignorance can lead to a lot of companies cutting corners on product quality and hygiene. No piece of media better exemplifies this than The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. The Jungle follows the life of Jurgis Rudkis and his family after moving from Lithuania to the United States as they try and fail to survive in an urban jungle. The Jungle is one of the most influential books of its time, not only as an expose of the meatpacking industry, but also as the story of many immigrants as the 30s. And as such, I feel it should not be banned from the school curriculum or censored. The Jungle gives a sense of perspective from the abhorrent conditions in the food industry. Sinclair writes, "Now and then, when the bosses were not looking, you would see them plunging their feet and ankles into the steaming hot carcass of the steer, or darting across the room to the hot water jets." This book brought to light the horrible conditions of the meatpacking industry, and without it, these conditions would have stayed and festered in the industry for years to come. If we deny the children of this information, they wouldn't realize how fortunate they are and how they should prevent anything like this from happening ever again. Some people would argue that the horrors of pre-FDA meatpacking industry are too gruesome for our teens and that we should not allow them to be exposed to such things at such a young age. This may be true, but censoring the book would only pique the curiosity of children, and the internet allows anyone to learn anything at any time. Keeping it in the curriculum would be a better way to safeguard our children, to let them know the information at a pace which would lessen the negative impact it has on them. The Jungle also helps us empathize with stories of the immigrants in the 1930s. Many of these people came to America with the promise of wealth and were met with the cruelest conditions. And when they retaliated against these conditions, they were put up with hostility. Take Jurgis Rudkis' reaction to when his wife was sexually assaulted by his boss. He put up his hands to protect his face, but Jurgis, lunging with all the power of his arm and body, struck him fairly between the eyes and knocked him backwards. Jurgis was confronting the man who assaulted his wife, the man who had hurt him beyond repair, and was jailed because of it. If our children aren't aware of this, how can they know to stop it if it ever happens again? Children nowadays have all the information in the world at their fingertips. They can learn whatever they want and whenever. Should we let them see things for themselves with no sense of perspective? Or should we teach them these things so that they have an idea of the circumstances? We cannot, in good conscience, ban the Jungle from our curriculum. Thank you.